faculty, staff, families, and the graduating class of 2018. As I look across this sea of black and gold, waves of nostalgia wash me back to the great Highland Elementary School, where there's this field that the dandelions like to call home. In fact, I remember that there would be so many dandelions that the field ceased being green at all, just golden. As summer fast approached, I would watch their heads turn from gold to white, and then back to green when the dandelion seeds said their goodbyes, often aided by a gust of wind or a child making a wish. Now, in the 7th grade, the symbol of the dandelion was introduced to me when we read a story about Japanese internment during World War II. In the story, a young Japanese woman was forced into the desolate camp and lived in cramped living quarters with her family. Yet, sprouting up through the dingy cracks and crevices of the concrete floor, she spotted a golden dandelion. Not only did she identify with the plant, which was despised and unwanted, the tiny flower with the tiny golden petals also became her symbol of hope. And for me, it wouldn't be until freshman year that I'd revisit this dandelion motif to inspire the extended metaphor that is this speech. Now, I remember I was sitting in Mrs. Miko's honors geometry class one day, and I'll admit, I zoned out a little. Instead of paying attention to the application of Soka Toa in trigonometry, my attention drifted out the window and into the courtyard. As I lazily peered, I remember spotting a hint of gold sprouting from the concrete pathway along the green grass. A dandelion. I was a little mesmerized, because to most, the dandelion is just a tiny plant that was brought to this country by the British for tea, and yet now the scourge of lawns and considered a weed. But, pretentious as this might sound, in this instance, I saw the beauty in this disliked weed. Because in spite of the rigorous weeding and herbicides life had thrown at it, it chose to put in a deep taproot and stand its ground bravely in the face of adversity. This dandelion wasn't just determined to grow, it was determined to thrive. And in many ways, I see the class of 2018 in that dandelion. As underclassmen, we were like the yellow dandelion, underestimated and undervalued. I mean, we're just kids, right? What do we know? Well, like the dandelion, we chose to be bold and daring. Representing a generation of hope and change, we have accomplished so many feats through our 4 years at Sylvania Northview High School, leaving lasting impacts beyond just the Northview community. A Glamour Gals chapter was established to remind the elderly about how beautiful they truly are. The Amazing Race was created to raise awareness about childhood obesity. Student Council has expanded and unified our school spirit through events like Santa Breakfast and the Color Cloud. In our graduating class, we can boast athletes that have excelled and placed at the state level. With the help of amazing coaches, clubs like Science Olympiad and Speech and Debate have been able to grow and also boast some of the top competitors in the state. For the first time in Northview history, students have qualified for the National Choir and the National Orchestra. This year, students have also earned distinctions of National Merit Finalists, National Merit Semifinalists, and National Merit Commended Scholar. And more recently, to show our support for the victims of the Parkland shooting, students chose to participate in the Wildcat Walkout. I could honestly go on for days about how amazing and impressive our class has been. But now as a class of graduates, we've gotten a little old, and we've matured into the fluffy white dandelion. And soon we'll all leave our homes and disperse into the vast world to begin anew. And who knows where we're going to end up. Some of us might stay right in the city, or move on down to Tennessee. And you know what? Some of us might travel to a whole different country. Although the world might be intimidating and full of uncertainty, I'm confident that wherever the wind takes us, we will be able to establish ourselves and resiliently face the adversities new beginnings may bring. Now, I still remember the days when I believed in the magic of making wishes. Blow on the fluff of a dandelion, and every single one of your dreams will come true. Guaranteed. And you know what? kind of still want to believe in the magic. So, on this one dandelion, I wish for this. I wish for all of us graduating seniors to find success and have the strength, courage, and determination to bloom, wherever the wind might take us. Thank you.